Hello, my friend. If you're watching the video, I just got out of my workout class and I was sitting on the couch having my morning coffee with my peppermint mocha. And I was about to get in the shower, and I just kept getting the intuition to just get on here and record a podcast for you, record a YouTube, whatever. It's going to go on both platforms. But I wanted to do a video. I think video can be more powerful. Sometimes when I do just audio only, it's because I feel a little bit lazy. I don't want to put the camera on, but I feel like there is a little bit more connection when I do this. So there will be a blend of both. But anyways, I have something to talk to you about. It's going to be really powerful, and it might just be planting seeds right now, but I know that I'm speaking to a specific person, and hopefully that is you if you keep listening. What I want to talk to you about is, where have you been placing your power? Have you been placing your power in alcohol? Have you been placing your power in weed? Have you been placing your power in Adderall when you're not prescribed? Have you been placing your power in that man, in that woman? What do I mean by that? We hear it a lot. Call your power back, love and light. What does that really mean, though? What it means is that we are allowing something outside of us or some person outside of us to determine how we feel and what we believe we are worth. We artificially source good feelings from another person. When we put our power into somebody else or something else, we will always fall. We will always crash. We will always burn every single time. Anything that's artificially sourced comes with a consequence. It comes with a bad hangover. You end up in jail. You get lazy. You don't do your work. You get overstimulated. You feel bloated. You throw up. You go through heartbreak, despair. For every artificial choice of sourcing your power, there's a consequence. And especially when we overdo it and we overindulge in sourcing our power outside of us, there's a bigger consequence. And so I want to just have an honest conversation right now, sharing my thoughts with you of what I've discovered around placing power in something outside of me. For me, one of the biggest things was alcohol. All of my power went into alcohol. The feelings of relief. I can finally feel confident in front of people having conversations. I feel more comfortable in my body when I'm at a wedding or I'm out and I'm holding this glass of wine or this beer, this champagne that I would drop. That was my power, my feelings of feeling good, relief, joy, confidence, security, relaxed, safe in my body. It went into the drink. And I felt without the drink, I couldn't feel those things. I can't have sex without alcohol. I can't go to a wedding without alcohol. I can't go to the Christmas party without alcohol. It was my higher power. I didn't know how to source confidence and love and worthiness on my own from my higher power, a higher power that resides within me. It's not outside of me, where I can source true love and joy and bliss and peace and confidence and courage, and it will never go away. The problem was is I couldn't sustain it when I was artificially sourcing it from alcohol and from narcissistic men. They were my power all the live long day. I have many other things that were my power, but those were my big ones. Those were my absolutely unmanageable ones, the ones that would bring me to my knees in pain, that would lead me into a ditch, crying on my floor face down because the pain is unbearable in my chest. But you know what? My higher power, the one within me, who was always leading me and guiding me, was not going to validate me sourcing my power from alcohol or men or food or anything. It didn't work. It got to the point where it did not work anymore. All it did was cause me so much pain. And I'm grateful for that pain, because that pain led me to really turning it over to a higher power, to really finding out and discovering that I can create and sustain and maintain love all by myself. I can feel the feelings of joy and happiness without a drink, without a man. And I'm not going into some speech of empowerment of you don't need a man. That is absolutely farthest thing from the truth. It's kind of the opposite. It's, ooh, when I can really source and sustain this love and this joy and this confidence and the courage within me without artificially sourcing it, I get to fully enjoy a man. I don't have to worry about them cheating. I don't have to worry about them leaving. I don't have to worry about them not liking me back. I don't have to worry about them ghosting me. I don't have to worry about any action or behavior that they do, because you know why? Because I'm okay, no matter what they do. I didn't have that before. My worth, my security, my happiness fully depended on a man. If they leave me, I'm devastated. If they cheat on me, I'm devastated. If they ghost me, I'm devastated. Devastated, devastated, devastated. Find out and take a look at anything you're devastated about that leaves or doesn't want you back. That's your number one indicator of where you've given your power away. And let me tell you, your higher power, the one who really loves you and wants you to organically source love and joy, it's not going to validate the way that you've been putting your power into other things, especially if you're praying big. You're praying for your soulmate. You're praying for that $1 million business, that $1 billion business. We all have different dreams. What's relative to you? I have some clients, they've been working with me for years. Their dreams are just to feel peace and happiness and have a simple life. I have some clients who want that $1 million a year business. It's all different. It's all relative, but it's the same thing. It's all a desire within them that they want to achieve. And so when you're praying big for your personal dreams, they all look different. I really want to make it so clear. We're not comparing what big means. It's big in your heart of you needing faith and courage to receive and live that kind of life. That's what I want to speak into you right now. When you're praying for those big things for your life, don't be surprised when some things come crashing down or they're no longer being validated or working anymore. Because if you're wanting to step into your big, the way you've been doing things, if it's been artificially sourced or you've had all of your power and worth lying in some other person or substance or thing, it's not going to work anymore. It can't carry out. There are different frequencies. There are different vibrations. So I want to help you redefine when things aren't working in your life. I want to help you redefine if somebody leaves you or cheats on you, ghosts you, they don't want to be with you and you don't know why, and you want them so bad. They can no longer be your source of power. And I believe if anything's being removed from your life or it feels really heavy and really hard and you're trying everything and it's not working, I really, truly believe it's a pause. It's an interruption to take a moment and lean back a little bit and go, am I putting all of my power into this job, into this business, into this client, into my boss, into my child, my husband, my wife, this guy I've been dating on and off for 3 years? Can I see that when I put all of my power in them, my life doesn't even work and it's not happy? I'm not happy. It's unmanageable. It's up and then down and up and then down. It's up and then down. There's no steady ground. There's no peace. It's a huge high, a hit of love, and then sorrow, 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 insecurity, unworthiness. Huge high, sorrow, sorrow, sorrow. If you've been living that way, I'm glad that you've made it here to this episode, because something tells me you've just been putting your power into someone else, into something else, and it ain't working. It ain't working, and that's the good news. The good news is that your higher power loves you enough to interrupt the way that you've been doing things that's not working. And sometimes it does get bad enough. In the recovery rooms, the people who come in, I love it when they're like, don't take this wrong. Don't get offended, please. When they come in and they're like, I lost my house. My partner just left. I'm homeless. I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing. The reason why that's so special is because the way that they were doing things and using and going farther and farther from their higher power, running on another power, drugs, alcohol, cheating, affairs, whatever it is, that led them to this moment where they had to lose absolutely everything until they could turn their will and their life over, and they can start to get the recipe for true peace and love and joy and happiness. And some people do repair their lives, and that's great. And some people create a whole new life. And it sometimes takes time to repair, get people to forgive. I don't necessarily know if we need to get to that point, that really rock bottom point. I know I did. I had to lose absolutely everything. Everything that was not working in my life crumbled, crashed, burned. But that was what I personally needed. I was stubborn. I wanted to keep alcohol in my life forever. Narcissistic man for 3 years on and off. I wanted to keep him forever. But that wasn't what I was praying for. I'm praying for happiness and peace and abundance and true soulmate love. I couldn't keep those things in my life and get to this point. And so there's a gift in the desperation. There's a gift in the rock bottom if that ends up being your story. I'm not here to condone it, to encourage it, but I'm here like when those people walk in and they've lost everything, it's such a gift for them to use that. It's not to say they needed to go through all of that pain, but it can be a gift because that's the acceptance of that is what happened. Those are the facts. But my God, it's so amazing when you can see somebody get the light back on and they got a job now and they got a house and they got a condo and all these things. Like, I'm so excited even talking about it because I'm picturing somebody in the rooms like who walked in, they were homeless, they had to walk to the meeting, they lost it all, and now they have a great job and they've cleaned up and they have a house and like a car and all these things. And it's so cool. It's so cool because they turned their life over and found a power greater than themselves. A power that they can organically tap into, and there's no negative consequence. And it's always there. It's everlasting. That's my wish and my intention. Whatever route you take or what you need to do, I'm not here to tell you what to do, absolutely ever. I'm here to share my experience, my stories, my wisdom, what's worked for me, what's worked for my clients. But at the end of the day, it's got to be coming from your decisions. My main intention with this episode right here is for you to just take a look and see where you've given your power away. Take a look and see what part in your life is not working when you give your power away. What do you need to do to find a power greater than yourself? What do you need to do to reconnect with a power you already believe in? Power. It's what we're all looking for. It's what we all want to some capacity. And when things aren't working in our life, for example, it's hard to pay a bill. It's hard to pay rent. It's hard to pay the car insurance. Nothing's working. I don't know what to do. I feel so it's a lack of power. And I guarantee it's just your power has been dispersed outward into someone or something that it's time to let go of or reevaluate or give less access to or stop being dependent or sourcing all that power from. Our lives don't work when we do that. So we're going to keep it short here because this is a lot and this can really change your life if you really tune into it. If you struggle with rejection, if you've been cheated on, you've been ghosted, you've been left, you gave your power away to somebody else. Because I couldn't find any support on the internet around this, how to really heal from this rejection, I spent so much money on relationship coaches, healers, therapists, all the things, like the best therapist in the world. And it still didn't help me. And so I had to create my own process, my own principles around reframing rejection and pain. That's been a big part of my story. So I put together a masterclass for you. It's brilliant. I actually love it. It's 1 hour long. I'm going to share everything that I've done and helped hundreds of people go through to recover from rejection and to let it go, to empower yourself and completely change the story and look at it in a different way. I have a unique perspective that's really healing, it's really comforting, and it really does have you step into your power. So it's in the link below. I would absolutely love to have you join. It's self-study. You can watch it on your own. Once you enter your information, then you get the link to the video. Watch it as many times as you want. There's a lot of gold in there. So I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Would love to have you in that masterclass, and I will keep creating content for you.